Since I was born and raised in America, and I'm middle-aged, I'm almost a half a century old. I'm not that old, but might as well be close enough. I'm Oncer Grove, by the way. I'll explain for America, for the American and world audience, how it actually works in terms of Robert Mueller's lies and all this shit that he's talking about, because he's a fucking liar. And I'll let you know how he's a liar. I'll explain how Robert Mueller's a motherfucking liar, and how Hillary Clinton and Barack Hussein Obama are motherfucking liars too. Now, you probably already know some of the information. Obviously, you have to if you've read about it, if you followed the reports. I'll explain the part that you probably hadn't really thought about, because nobody in the news media or anywhere has really talked about it that I've seen, that I've read. Okay, so the thing about Robert Mueller and their fake investigation of Donald Trump, and what they're not telling you in the news media, and what you haven't heard mostly, largely, in world global media. I'm talking around the world. I haven't seen anyone talk about what I'm about to tell you. Robert Mueller's a motherfucking liar. And the story that they're telling you about how Donald Trump was influenced by the Russians and he colluded with the Russians and all this type of shit, right? Meddling by the Russians. The Russians have always meddled in every single presidential election campaign where they've had an opportunity to do that. They've always done that. They've always used PSYOP. They've always used tools. They've always done whatever the fuck they can to try to influence Western powers. Always and forever. Despite whoever the president is at the time. So there isn't anything different in terms of Donald Trump being in office. They did the same shit with Barack Obama. They did the same shit with George Bush 1 and 2. They did the same shit with Ronald Reagan. They did this shit with every president who's ever been an American president. Every country tries to meddle in what we do in the West. And we, America, we meddle in everything that every other country on the planet tries to do. We do the same shit. There's no exceptions. There are zero exceptions. Our government, we seek to influence foreign elections. You should fucking know that by now. As rational, competent adults. That's what we do. That's what we use our intelligence agencies, our intelligence services for. We try to put people in power who we think ought to be in power, and the Russians do the same fucking thing. Yeah, the internet didn't exist during the time of Ronald Reagan and Jimmy Carter and all these other people. Nonetheless, the Russians have always tried to influence the United States and tried to shape America into what it wants it to be. Always and forever. There's nothing different about the Donald Trump campaign. Nothing whatsoever. At all. Period. The only thing that Robert Mueller had to go on and his fake-ass, punk-ass fucking band of idiots was the Christopher Steele dossier. That's it. All they tried to do, what they were trying to do, was distract from what dirt Hillary Clinton had done. Hillary Clinton was and is a dirty person. She's a dirty politician. She's a dirty dealer. She does dirty dealings. She fucking sought to undermine America. She had an espionage server. She's never been fucking formally charged for it. She needs to be. She probably will be in the future. William Barr needs to do his fucking job. He needs to speed it the fuck up. And these people need to be indicted. Hillary Clinton's a criminal just like any other motherfucking criminal. Barack Hussein is a criminal just like any other criminal. They're both dirty. They're both fucking involved in dirt. They need to be locked up just like anybody else who does fucking dirt. No exceptions to the rule. No sugarcoating anything. No pussyfooting around the subject or issue. None of that shit, man. William Barr needs to ramp it up. Fucking speed it up. Shit needs to be sped the fuck up, man. This so-called investigation that's winding down. I just read the Fox News article. It said severe abuses extreme, severe abuses at FBI, CIA under James Comey, who's a fucking dirtbag criminal as well. He needs to be locked the fuck up. Andrew McCabe, all of them need to be locked up. Andrew McCabe, Lisa Page, Peter Strzok, all of them, man. Barack Hussein Obama, it doesn't matter that he's a former president. Look what they do in other countries. They lock up their presidents who go rogue. And then they try to pretend like Donald Trump's the bad guy. Their whole story has been impeach Trump, impeach Trump, impeach Trump. We're going to lock up the people in America who tried to undermine America. The people who attempted a coup in America are going to be locked up like any other villains, like any other terrorists, like any other fucking criminals. That's what the fuck is going to happen, man. Look what happened in Egypt. Look what happened in Pakistan. Look what happened in Turkey. Look what happened in the Philippines. Look what happened in African countries. Barack Hussein Obama is a fucking criminal, man. He's a dirtbag, scumbag, dope fiend fucking politician, scumbag criminal. And he was abusing power with John Brennan. They used CIA resources and tools. They abused the American intelligence community agency. They're fucking criminals, man. And they need to be indicted. And they need to be locked up like anybody else. No slap on the wrist for Hillary Clinton. They locked up Martha Stewart. They sent her to federal prison on some bullshit. Did the same shit with Wesley Snipes for not paying taxes. And these other people. She needs to get motherfucking arrested, man. Clinton is a mother criminal, man. She needs to be arrested with Barack Hussein Obama and John Brennan and anybody else who's involved. James Comey, Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller is involved in the shit. He knows and knew the whole time that the shit was a dirty, fake fucking investigation. Lock all of them up.